When your hormone levels are off, it can affect almost every part of your life. Dr. Jared Chapman joins us now to talk about hormones, how to keep them on track, and what to do and to try to fix everything. So great to see you today. Talk about hormone levels. How do we even know if they're out of whack?
It's good to see you too, Susan. Patients can be complaining of fatigue, insomnia, irritability, weight gain, sex drive decreasing, sexual performance being off, and these are all signs that can point to hormone imbalance. Hormones basically control every system in our body, and they're basically signalers to our cells to tell our cells what to do, and to our brain and to our organs. And when these get out of balance, then we can have these issues. Hormones are rarely checked. They're rarely looked at. A lot of times patients have to ask to have the hormones looked at. Here we follow the BioTE program for balancing hormones, testosterone, estrogen, prohormone vitamin D, looking at thyroid. And so we look at all of these things that contribute to those subjective feelings we were just talking about. My number one complaint from men and women when they come in for a consult is fatigue. They are suffering from fatigue and sleep disturbance, as well as in females as they start to become perimenopausal and menopausal, the hot flashes that they experience, the weight gain that starts to happen, the weight redistribution even. Maybe their weight doesn't change, but they notice the clothes aren't fitting the same because they start to develop centripetal weight around the waist, starts to increase, or into the back area. So we have a great, on our website, we have a great form that patients can go out and fill out. It's just like a questionnaire that goes over symptoms, signs and symptoms of hormone imbalance. And then, of course, any patient who's interested in this can certainly give our office a call and come in and discuss this. We do use pellets here, so we don't use creams or gels. Pellets are basically implanted so that they release the hormone over time. It is one of the safer ways to give hormone replacement, and it's a more consistent way, so you're not dealing with compliance issues.
Soon do you start feeling a little more energetic? How soon do you notice a difference once you get the BioTE pellets?
So most patients feel the difference between 2 and 4 weeks, and usually at maximum at 4 to 6 weeks. For males, it's about 4 weeks at the peak, and for females, about 6 weeks. But they'll notice a difference as early as 10 days to 2 weeks, and then, depending on the signs and symptoms and the things that have been going on, it may take up to a year to get things completely balanced and sorted out. But you didn't get in this overnight, and you're usually, you're not going to get out of it overnight. But immediate results are usually seen within 2 weeks.
Oh, okay, great. Okay, so you mentioned you can come in for a consultation to decide if this might be the right path to go.
Right.
Remind everybody how to get in touch with you, and then if this is the right way to go, what would be the payment plan or the cost of it?
So the cost ranges between $300 to $700 depending on male or female. The frequency is usually between, for females, usually 3 to 4 months, for males 5 to 6 months. That's how often they come. Insurance does not cover the pellets. They do cover the lab work and stuff that goes along with this, but they usually do not cover the pellets per se. Best way to really do this is to go out online, livingwellaesthetics.com, fill out one of the inquiry forms and submit it, and that way our staff can get back in touch with you, go over the results of the inquiry that you filled out, and then go next steps from there. If you already feel strongly that you want to come in and do a consult and really talk about this with us, then of course call the office at 205-4041 or 989-2065, 304 being the area code, and someone, you'll talk to somebody and get scheduled. But again, this is a great way to really help improve quality of life, and especially here at the beginning of the year where we're trying to do new things to be healthy. This is something that really patients should look at.
Yeah, well, thanks, Dr. Chapman, so much for sharing this with us today and letting us know all about it.
Thank you for having me.
All right.